Hmm. Good morning, friends. So, in the previous class, we were discussing about the shallow foundation. We have covered what combined footing in the previous one. So, here in this, we are going to see mat foundation or raft foundation. Just now, we have seen that diagram in the previous video. So, here a raft or mat is combined footing that covers the entire area beneath the structure, beneath this structure. I'll show you the diagram. All the columns, everything is there. For all the columns, all the structures, you are providing one common footing for the total building itself. For the total building itself, you are providing what? One common you are providing one common footing for all the structure. Then we call it as mat foundation or raft foundation. Why it is provided? What is the main thing? When the allowable soil pressure is very low, indirectly, or you can tell that SBC of the soil is very low. SBC is very low, as well as loads are heavy. Okay, so it will prove to be economical, it will prove to be one economical. Okay, now see this diagram. Yes, over this one total building will come, above this one total building will come. That building may be having one column here, one column, another column, like this it will come. No separate footings are provided, but one common slab or one common foundation is provided for all the column. Above this one column, above this one column, like this, everywhere, wherever according to the design, the columns will come. So that is why we are calling it as common for all the structure. Then we call it as mat or raft foundation. In combined, only for two columns provided, only two columns are provided. Okay, in combined, for only two columns we are providing the foundation. But in mat and raft, total building itself they are providing. When you see this next diagram, it will be very clear for you what is mat foundation or raft foundation. Can you see this diagram? Yes, there is a one big complete building is going to come above this, and to support that building, here we have columns 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, like this multiple columns are there. But there is no individual footing is provided, one complete or one common footing foundation slab is provided for total structure of this building. Then it is called as mat. Have you seen the mat? Mat means what? Inside any building, some big carpet is this one, no? It is there, no? So we call it as mat. Okay. In general, it covers a larger area, no? In buildings and all, generally you have seen red carpet, red mat, like that big one. So similarly, it covers the total building. So that is why we are providing mat or raft. Raft is also one word which is a bigger area, which has a bigger area. Something which has a bigger area. In civil technology, civil terms, we call it as raft. We call it as raft. Okay. Now go to the next diagram. It is also a typical raft foundation. Here concreting is done. Okay. Here after laying the reinforcement, concreting is done. Okay. It's no problem. Here nothing much to explain here. This is also concreting for a raft or mat foundation. Here see, the steel have been placed all along the building area. All the steel is cast there, over which columns are going to come. It is called as raft foundation. Now, before going to this deep foundation, I wanted to explain about settlement. Some diagrams are there, unequal settlement and all. So we'll see that one in this another slide. It is there. Yes, I wanted to explain that one. Okay, this is one typical foundation. So it is a common for all. Sometimes it is a combined. Here the strap beams are there. Okay, so everything is there here. Some strap beams are also provided for this column, this column, this column. Somewhere it is combined footing for one or two columns. So like this, it depends upon design. Whatever you have studied, no, all those things are textbook concepts. Now in actual site, there is a mixture of all the things. Generally there is a mixture of all the things. You will not able to see one single footing, one single spread footing like that. You will not see. According to the design, whatever the requirement to fulfill that one, the design is made. So you can see all the things. Strap beam also there, combined footing is there. Okay, so like this everything is there. Now coming to this diagram, I wanted to explain the soil portion also a little bit. Two types are there. Here one you can say porous, here you can say clay soil. So here clay soil is water holding capacity is more here. Water retaining or moisture content when water is there more. What is happening during the rainy season? Volume is increased in larger quantity. Volume or expansion will takes place when during the rainy season. Volume is going to shrink. Volume is going to shrink, or you can say volume is reduced. So this is going to create that problem, but here in porous or sandy soil, water retention is not there. When rainwater is there, it will come and it will pass because it is a porous. So rainwater or water or moisture is generally not going to stay here. Okay, it will pass. So it's generally it is good for that one. Okay. Now you can see I wanted to explain this settlement only. So here this is called as a framed structure. What we have seen, no, that was a building structure, or you can generally call it as masonry building structure. Masonry building structure. In that, walls carry the loads. Walls carry the loads. Okay, those are called as masonry wall structures. Here, masonry or walls will come later to transfer that to cover this building. To transfer the loads, we are constructing what? Columns and beams first. Columns and beams first. Everybody has seen this in the site, or whenever you in the city. Generally, these type of structures are there. Okay, these are called as a framed structure. So it appears as a frame, no? Frame. Now here soil is very strong, or you can tell it as a rigid strata. Rigid strata. Here no settlement. So no settlement, it's okay. Here you can call it as a no settlement. Here what is happening? Soil is porous, but settlement is there. Settlement is there, but settlement is uniform in nature. Uniform in nature. So the total building, that portion itself is going in same settlement. In same settlement. That is also okay. A little bit okay. What is happening here? One column does not settle, another columns settle, and again not settle, settles here. So this type of thing is called as unequal settlement. Unequal settlement. So it will create a dangerous condition for the health of this building. Dangerous condition for this health of this building. Okay. So that is what I wanted to explain. Unequal settlement. Okay. This diagram you can see here. So one column, one footing does not settle, another is going to settle like this. So unequal settlement, unequal settlement. So how much value? Delta, like that you are shown. Okay. So here, due to the unequal settlement, you can see this total footpath, concrete or tiles have gone down due to poor soil in the foundation. Okay. So all these things we have seen now. So I wanted to explain those things only. Here there is one more category we have left, that one. It is called as grillage foundation. Grillage foundation generally provided for industrial structure. Industrial structure. Here, to make that foundation very strong, first these are all called as I sections. I hope you have studied in engineering mechanics only. what are I sections, C sections. Okay, so like that I think you have general idea. So all these members have been placed like this. Okay, for this is typically for industrial or very heavy load carrying structure. Okay, and also the soil is also very weak, so that time we can go for grillage type of foundation. Okay, here first steel members or whatever I sections have been placed in one direction, and all are joined using one element called as pipe separators. That's all. So this total bottom layer is called as bottom tier. Tier is nothing but, tier means layer. Okay, just you understand in this way only. Tier, one tier, two tier, like that you have seen in railway seat booking, no? So tier is nothing but one type of layer. Okay, layer. Bottom tier means lower layer. That's all. Okay. Here on that again in another direction some more I sections will be placed. So these are called as top tier. These are called as top tier. Again those are also joined by pipe separators. Here you can see the dots, no? These are nothing but pipe separator in this direction. In this direction. Like this, a firm base is made first. Firm base type of a thing is made first. Above this, the steel base plate will come, and this is done or joined using welding. You remember this thing. Generally, these are welded or nut and bolt connection. Nut and bolt connections are made. Why? This plate will act as a one member which transfers the load from column to this foundation. So here welding or nut bolt arrangements are made. Above this column structure will come. Above this column structure will come. After that everything is put in and concrete is poured here. Concrete is poured here. So this type of foundation is generally called as grillage foundation. Bottom tier using I sections and which are joined by pipe separator. Again that one more layer of I sections in another direction, and again they are joined by pipe separators. Bottom tier, top tier. Above that steel base plate is there which joins column and foundation. It is welded or nut and bolt connections are made, and over which this steel column will come. Steel column will come, and all the thing is placed, and or in other words you can tell concrete is poured here. Concrete is poured. Pouring means putting. Okay. So this type of is called as grillage, used for industrial heavy load carrying buildings. Okay. Is that clear? Yes. Grillage foundation. Now I think in combined footing we have seen these things: rectangular combined, trapezoidal combined. Okay, so we have seen this one. So we have also seen mat foundation. The same explanation is there. These are another two diagrams I wanted to explain. Here there is a combined footing. Combined footing we have seen in the previous classes combined for two columns. Combined for two columns. Now here it is a combination for column as well as wall. Combination for column and wall. This will typically come when this what is this boundary wall. Boundary wall is also there. The center portion is boundary wall. Inside there is a building. Inside there is a building. So area is very small. That time you can go for combined footing for all the things. Combined footing for all the things. Column A, column B and wall. Column A, column B and wall. So we have combined footing. So in plan it appears like this. In plan it appears like this. But here it is rectangle. Here it is trapezoidal. Why? For this zone or this column or this thing, area for load transfer is more, so that is why bigger area, and here load carrying is little bit less, smaller area. So a smaller area, larger area, when you go for combined it appears as a trapezoidal. It appears as a trapezoidal. So here you can say column A, column B, this is sorry, center portion is wall, so that is why I have written hatched portion is wall. For that one combined thing is provided. It is called as combined footing for column and wall. Okay, if there is one continuous another column like this, it will come, and another same foundation is common for all the things, then we call it as what? Very simple, mat foundation or raft foundation. Mat foundation and raft foundation. Okay, is that okay? Say yes or no. Okay, still it's a recorded video, no problem. Okay, there only in home only you can tell yes sir, we have understood. Yes, okay. Now next, what is this? We have seen no this one, mat footing or raft foundation. One column, two column, three column, like this, multiple columns, only one footing, that is called as mat. Here, plan for strap footing. We have seen no strap beam. So bigger column, smaller column, but distance is very large. So that time we can go for one one joining element which is called as beam, which transfers load from this to this or this to this, or many things is possible depending upon the design. So that is called as a strap beam. And apart from that, you can also see there is a compound wall here, and we are providing what? Footing for compound wall. So this type of combination also exists. See, in exam they can ask for any diagram. Okay, draw the strap footing for combined for wall and columns, like that they also can ask. So try to remember these things. Deep foundation part we will discuss it in the next class. So I hope all the things are clear in mat foundation, combined footing, grillage foundation. Okay, no doubts here. Okay, you can go for deep foundation. We'll see. So in deep foundation we have so many categories. What are those? What are those? Deep foundation, what is the general definition? D is very large than W. Depth of the footing, width of the footing. Okay. So we have pile foundation. In the pile foundation itself, we have end bearing, friction, combined end bearing and friction, compaction. And pier foundation, in the pier, it is also called by the name drilled caisson. Drilled caisson. Okay, so if that is a drilled caisson is masonry, and drilled caisson is concrete. Okay, anything is possible. So apart from that we have well foundations. Okay, so deep foundation is a type of foundation which transfers the building loads to the earth further down from the surface than a shallow foundation. Okay, so if this is a shallow foundation, it transfers load up to here only. Okay, depth is very less, but in deep foundation the load transferred to a greater depth. Load is transferred to the greater depth, okay, from the surface. Okay, range of depth means what? Load transfer may be here or load transfer may be here. So here direct load transfer, here friction will come. Okay, so through friction also some of the load can be transferred to the adjoining surface. So that is why here, can you see this word? Friction pile we will see in detail. For the just understanding I am telling, load may be transferred through this bearing also, load transferred through this friction also. Okay,